If you've ever been to a circus or a sideshow or a street festival, or you even walked into Times Square in New York, you've probably seen a juggler. Somebody there trying to toss balls up in the air or dumbbells spinning around as they're going up, and he's catching them and throwing them and catching them and throwing them. And you say, wow, what a talent. Juggling is an art form, but juggling is a skill. And as with any skill, it has to be practiced. You just don't go and pick a ball up and throw it up in the air, 3 or 4 of them at a time, and catch them and have them in perfect synchronicity unless you practice. Because most of us, when we start to do any kind of juggling, we drop the balls and they go flying all over the place. But a good juggler knows that when he juggles, he knows where every single object is, where it is, and how much time he has to catch it and throw it again. He needs a sense of balance, he needs a sense of position, and he has to have an impeccable sense of timing. And, you know, we're living in a world, we're trying to balance lots of things. All kinds of things are going on in our world. All kinds of things are nuts and crazy. And we're trying to juggle things up and down, and we don't know which way we're going. And most times what we're probably doing is dropping them. We're not keeping them together because we don't have a sense of balance. And we don't have a sense of timing that we need. And so we have to practice. And how do we practice in a world that's gone nuts? In a world that's completely turned around? In a world that's denied all the past and it wants to recreate history in terms of whatever they think it should be instead of what it was? In a world that says black is no longer black and white is no longer white? Right is wrong and wrong is right. Up is down and down is up. Yes, we're living in a crazy, insane world. And it's tough to juggle all that stuff. But we have someone who's a master juggler. A master juggler who took us under his wing and is going to show us how we are to balance our world. And that master juggler was Jesus. Jesus came here to show us how to balance our world. He didn't come here to have a good time. He came here to show us how to live a moral, value-driven life. He came here to show us that the norms of the society aren't his norms necessarily, or the norms of his Father. The norms of God are truth, beauty, and goodness. And those are absolutes that no one can change. We have to walk the fine line of tightrope walker to stay on that road of balance between good and evil. And so much in our world today is the work of the devil. So much in our world today is diabolical. And it just didn't happen overnight. What we're seeing is the fruits of the labors of what was sown many decades ago. And as with any great society, societies grow, they develop, they mature, and they eventually destroy themselves. And sorry to say, we're looking, I think, today at the end product of our Western civilization. We're in the process of destruction. We can see everything around us being destroyed. All our values, all our morals, all that we believed in is being pulled apart and thrown away. We are in decay, and we are in a dying society. But we don't have to die, because we have a ruler, a leader, who showed us how to balance the stuff that's in our life. That was Jesus. He came to say, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and I will show you how to live. I will show you how to be courageous in the face of evil. I will show you how to accept what's not acceptable to society. I will show you that when I believe in something as true, I will die for it. And I will die for you, because I have come to forgive you of your sins and your evil. And this is how we balance the evil one, by surrender to the will of our Father. It takes practice. It takes practice every day to set some time away to be in a prayerful situation where you can just talk to God, your loving Father, in just a conversation that you would talk with your best friend. That's how you juggle today in the mad world. You talk to the Master Juggler, the one who knows how to keep everything in balance. So when you look at this crazy, crazy world and you look at your life, how are you going to juggle what's in your life with the truth and the goodness and the beauty that God has given you? Or are you going to give in to the diabolical and demonic of Satan?